listen up. We get one goal and we're right back in this thing, yeah? But right now, we are being so unoffensive, we might as well be a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Wouldn't you rather live in a Hallmark movie than in a horror movie?
Yes.
The Hallmark alone, I'd say, what is it, 30?
I just finished my 41st.
41st, 41 movies.
Like having a whole bunch of puppies is different. And all I'm gonna have to remember you by is a goldfish. I love swanky parties.
We will fill the pool with ice.
Okay, if you guys want to be traditional.
Sappy. I could do swanky.
It was a I'm about to give birth move.
So you just brought this guy and his kid back here?
Yeah. I'm not completely crazy.
Mine looks more like a snow gorilla.
A Christmas gorilla thing.
Haven't moved in yet, and it's still just a barn.
Who knew reindeer liked candy canes? Honey, I just want to make sure that you're sure. I'm sure. You're sure. I'm sure. You're sure. I'm sure. Why Florida? But not as fun as Florida.
We can have fun in Florida. Florida will be great.
Florida's gonna look like this too, only more palm trees.
My neighbor has my jackhammer.
There is no such thing as enough when it comes to a Christmas feast.
Oh, a cow cruise. That sounds fun.
Snowmobiles, snowplow, a helicopter.
A little bird told me she doesn't have a Christmas tree.
You're sure. I'm sure. Why are we friends again? That's big. It's not. It was a small... Yeah, that's definitely something.
Look, I don't...
Obviously doesn't love you.
When I get to birth calves. Oh, you've obviously never met an unhappy reindeer. You get a lot of this.
Told you I knew their moves.
My first year as mayor, and I want things shaken.
You're in charge of fruitcake.
I swear she's gonna try to smuggle that thing in her suitcase.
You're sure. I'm sure.
God, what happened? Howdy, Kathy. Can't you see we're having a damn Hallmark moment here?
What? Nothing. I just can't believe that this is the same man who told his 6-year-old daughter that Christmas was a Republican capitalistic conspiracy created by the Hallmark Corporation.
Mid-November, so I can spend the rest of the year curled up on the couch watching Christmas movies on the Hallmark Channel, not the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries Channel. There's a difference.
Against a turn.
Oh, God. That Hallmark movie she told me about with Tanika McKellar.
Is that our new nanny?
You weren't what I expected. You'll get used to it.
From one of America's most beloved authors.
Surprise!
Comes the story of one special lady.
Oh, kids call her Mrs. Miracle.
Who's here to turn everyone's lives around.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Maybe you and I can even go to dinner sometime.
Doris Roberts and James Vanderbeek star in Debbie Maycumber's Mrs. Miracle.
Shocked, he falls off the ladder.
Hello up there. I seem to have fallen down. I'm still alive, but I'm very badly injured. I think my legs might be broken, but I'll try to stand up. Ah! Yes, they are broken. Perhaps you could toss me a Band-Aid or some antibacterial cream. I'm in an extraordinarily large amount of pain. The bone has gone through the skin. I fear it might be gangrenous. The wound is beginning to smell a little like almonds.
Let's make some Christmas magic!
Here we go.
Hallmark's Countdown to Christmas is back Friday, October 17th.
It's everything I ever wanted.
With all the joy, magic, and holiday movies you love.
Yes.
Does Santa fly a sleigh?
Yeah!
And so much more.
Christmas spirits did their work.
Countdown to Christmas starts Friday, October 17th at 8 on Hallmark Channel. Next day on Hallmark Plus, because it's not Christmas without Hallmark.
Merry Countdown to Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Happy Christmas, Harry.
Happy Christmas, Ron.
Merry Christmas, Harry Brown!
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Fred. Merry Christmas, Bob.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas to you, Mama.
Merry Christmas, pal.
Merry Christmas, you filthy ant.
Merry Christmas, everybody. I wasn't expecting to go live tonight, but today Hallmark gave us the greatest gift ever. The listing of all the movies that I'm going to have to watch every weekend through Christmas. Yes, the Hallmark Countdown to Christmas movie list has been revealed, and I have a few special guests today that are going to help me go through this and decide what movies we think are going to be good and which ones are probably going to suck. And I'm sure these two have great opinions because I've had them on before. Welcome, Kristin and Kacy, back to the show. How are guys doing? Or girls doing?
Joe, that video was so beautiful that I almost started this broadcast by just crying from the magic of Christmas. So that's how I'm doing.
Well, thank you.
I agree. You never cease to amaze me with your fast editing skills and pulling it all together. Just over lunch is incredible. So yeah, doing great and happy to be here.
Well, spoiler alert, that little last part, that 40 seconds of last thing is the thing that runs every time. So I didn't do that part today, but that's okay. I did do the rest of it. So as we saw the Countdown to Christmas commercial that Hallmark put out today, giving us a little glimpse of some of the movies that we're going to be seeing. We have a few comments. We have Ben saying, "Let the magic begin." And this guy named Harry that says, "Should be a fun show." It's like the college football schedule is released, but a promise of exciting things to come, but with gazebos and hot cocoa. What do you think of that comment, Kacy?
Well, I think it's a great comment from the man who taught me to love Hallmark movies, my own father. So everyone say hi, Boomer.
Hello, Harry. I heard you're a big fan of mine. So welcome as you watch your daughter perform and say what she thinks is good coming up. So anyways, I know both of you love Hallmark movies. Kristin, you and I talked recently about them, and Kacy, you've been on a number of times talking about them. So let's not waste any more time. Let's take a look at what they've got coming up. We have 24 movies this year. Nothing on Hallmark Mysteries, and from what I've heard, that's going to be the way it is. Nothing new on Hallmark Plus, that big, huge channel streaming service that they paid for last year that they were so promoting. This year we get nothing exclusive to that. So I'm sure if you subscribed, you're very happy about that. Anyways, let's get started because we have 24 movies. I don't think we need to sit through a ton of go through all these and a lot of details. But the first thing up is Mistletoe Murders, which I assume is not another season, but just the Mistletoe Murders they showed last year on Hallmark Plus.
That is correct. That is what I have heard also as well.
Yeah. I have not seen it though. So
I
have not.
Me either.
I've not watched it. I don't know why I haven't. It's it's new Christmas content, and I have skipped it. And I heard it was really good. So
yeah, I've heard only great things about it.
Yeah, but maybe I will watch it when it's played live. So starting on Friday, October 17th, 2 episodes continue each week through November 21st. So, yeah. So if you've seen Mistletoe Murders, I'm sure you either you like it or it's like me, you've not seen it at all. So, but let's move on to new stuff. All right. First movie up is always the movie where it kind of decides where we're going to go for that season. Last year, what was the movie last year? I'm completely...
It was The Day Before Christmas. Robert Broccoli.
Yes, that was a great movie. That whole weekend was actually... Well, no, we had the
Sunday movie was real bad.
Yeah. Okay, but the Friday and Saturday movies were real good. This one is A Royal Montana Christmas, starring Fiona Gumbelman and Warren Christie. Now, Warren Christie, big name. I don't know who Fiona is, though.
Yeah, she's been in stuff. What
Yeah.
stuff? I couldn't tell you.
Same.
She was in Noelle Next Door, I want to say. Am I crazy for saying that?
Yeah,
The one
'cause I
with,
don't think that's not right. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't
great,
think that
let's
was
see.
her.
She's in stuff. Christmas Next Door. That's the one I meant. She was
Christmas
in
Next
that one.
Door.
Okay.
Same thing.
That doesn't help me.
And Princess Season to be Irish. That was her one last year. I think it
Okay.
was last year.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're not pitching. These aren't good movies.
Yeah,
So
you lost me at anything royal and Hallmark. I
And
can't.
Montana.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can quickly just look through this. Overwhelmed by her royal duties during the Christmas season, Princess Victoria is ready for a change of pace. I'm not going to try to read that last name. Looking to decompress in the days leading up to Christmas, she decides to take a vacation to the peaceful Pine Ridge Ranch in Montana. So it's basically, she probably goes there under the disguise that she's not a princess. Meets Warren Christie. They fall in love, and then he discovers she's his princess, and he gets mad, and then they make up at the end. That's my best guess that is what's going to happen.
And then she lives in Montana as a princess for some reason.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah. So, Mark, royal movie equals bad. I don't always agree with that, but I am not looking forward to a Royal Montana Christmas.
It's a weird choice to start the season with.
So I'm going to say this is going to, let's just do this. Before, with each one, let's just say whether or not we think it's going to be good or bad or suck. Let's just say that. This one's going to suck.
Suck.
All right.
Yep.
So we all three of us said that. Hey, all. Sorry I couldn't join, but wanted to say hi. Excited to hear about the list. Not feeling royal movies, but Montana and the Pine Ridge Ranch sounds great. So, Chad likes these Montana. He likes that one movie, the Montana movie that everyone hates and finds boring as hell. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I love Warren Christie though, so like, you know what? Could still be fun.
I'm not feeling it. Even with Warren Christie, I'm sorry. So, all right. Christmas Angel Match. October 19th, Megan Opry and Benjamin Ayres. What do you think?
It's about some angels who like to matchmake people, and then they have to matchmake each other. Okay. Sure.
Monica and Michael are Christmas angels tasked with bringing destined soulmates together during the magical season of all. Typically, angels work alone, but when the Christmas Connection department faces the threat of downsizing, Monica and Michael are unexpectedly paired to ensure Daisy and Patrick fall in love before Christmas. So angels will get together, one couple together, and then they're going to fall in love as angels as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm personally a little hopeful about this one because I like both of them. And so just from Benjamin Ayres alone, and maybe it's, sort of a unique concept in the Hallmark realm. I mean, I know their definition of uniqueness only goes so far, but I'm definitely way more hopeful than the Montana one.
Yes. I mean, that's not a stretch. it's pretty easy to do.
That's true.
And true.
Yeah. So there's a season 2 of Mistletoe Murders premiering November 7th. So
maybe that's
great.
just Hallmark Plus.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe that's what we get.
Probably could have read more about it, but I've not seen the first season. That's probably why I didn't read about it. So, okay, well, that's great. So more Mistletoe Murders, if you liked it. But I'm going to say I want to be positive because I know that Montana's going to suck. So I'm going to say that this one's probably going to be pretty good.
I don't really like either of these actors. Benjamin's, I think he's fun sometimes. It depends who he's with, and I don't really like Megan that much.
Yeah.
So I'm not really feeling this one personally. But I think the plot could be interesting. I think you're right. Although I don't get why there's a lot of like corporate movies this year. We'll talk about that later, I'm sure. But like downsizing in heaven, what are they doing? We'll see.
Maybe it's a sign that all the Hallmark workers are like disgruntled with their corporate lives, so they just channel it into the movies.
Yeah. Oh, well, there is going to be hot chocolate snowball fights and holiday dancing. So, I mean, I guess I didn't finish reading it, but that's what it
Mind
says.
blown.
Well, now we know we're going to love it. So, all right. First weekend is not looking promising, I'm going to say. I'm supposed to be all excited about this, and now I'm kind of like, let's see what's happening the following weekend. And that is I think a winner, just because of the actors alone: Robert Buckley, Kimberly Sustad, Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper. So Weatherman Ted Cooper loves Christmas, but the past 3 have been terrible. This year, Ted has made up his mind that things will be different. This will be the Christmas things that turn around for him. But Ted's relentless optimism is about to be put to the test as he's faced with a litany of injuries and obstacles when he travels back to his hometown in Lackawanna, New York for the holidays. So, I mean, there's more to it. I'd be so boring to read all that, but I think this is probably going to be a good one, just from the stars alone. It sounds like it's probably going to be it's going to be kind of fun. I'm going to say this is a positive in my eyes.
It was written by Russell Hainline, so that equals, therefore, for me, already a positive. And it has Robert Buckley and Kimberly Sustad, who are going to be amazing together, and it just sounds really good.
Yeah.
I agree. Total thumbs up for me as well. I mean, definitely 2 amazing leads. I mean, even just looking at the picture like that they're using, that you have pulled up, like kind of makes you already laugh a little bit, which gives me hope that there will be many more to come throughout the film.
Yep. So, okay. Well, we are 2 out of 3 so far, pretty much. Even though the second one was kind of But let's take a look at what's next. Finding Mr. Christmas, which I don't give a crap about.
Joe, you have to watch it.
I can't.
Here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. I don't like reality shows at all. I don't watch any of them as far as I can think of. Finding Mr. Christmas, I watched because like how silly and stupid. And then I actually got really invested and I really loved it. And I think it's beautiful and it's about like the heart of Hallmark. And then they chose Ezra and it was the worst movie I've ever seen. And it destroyed actually my faith in the integrity of Hallmark for them to choose him. So now I have incredibly complicated feelings. So I'm very interested to see if they make a good choice with season 2 or if they make another terrible choice with season 2. You have to watch it. It's incredible.
I could not agree more. I also got super invested and was so mad when they picked Ezra. And I mean, he's a, fine looking guy, which I mean, I know they have a lot of focus on in Hallmark, but like the acting skills, not there. But I will probably be watching season 2 almost just out of a feeling of obligation of needing to be in the know.
Yes. It's Joe. We have to.
I'm not watching. I did not watch last year. I didn't even know who Ezra was, and I feel like if I didn't watch that movie, I would not know who he was at all, and I would have been a very happy person. So.
That's fair.
So apparently season 2 is airing on the main Hallmark channel for Mistletoe Murders, so that's good. Ben says, I have to disagree. Christmas Carousel was far worse than the movie with Ezra. Which one's Christmas Carousel?
It was that stupid one with the carousel. It was like a fake European country, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Very
it was
not
real bad.
memorable.
Yeah.
Okay. It shows you how some of these you forget about. Like the ones that are so good you remember. So if Cousin Seth isn't competing, are they really even trying to find the next star? So, I mean, true. I mean, they haven't given Seth his chance yet, but one day. So, all right. And then another reality show, Baked with Love Holiday. This I might watch because I like the Food Network shows, which just basically seems like that this is what this is. So yeah, if I have the ability to watch it and it's on, I'll put it on. But I'm not gonna. It's not a destination thing for me.
I love that the prize, other than money, is that their baked good gets featured in a Hallmark movie. Like, what does that mean?
That is really funny, actually.
Well, they do get $50,000, so
yeah, but then like, what? They get to like make the Christmas Kringle? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more for the movies. So reality shows, I just don't care, But that's me. All right, let's go to November 1st, Christmas on Duty. And this stars Janelle Parrish and Parker Young. Now, Janelle Parrish last year was amazing as
Sugar Plum.
Sugar Plum. And she was very good in that. So, but this year she's in this movie. She's playing Blair and Josh have been bitter rivals ever since they trained together at basic school in Quantica, where they were both at the top of their class, competing to be number one. After graduation, Blair got Josh's dream job, and they haven't spoken since. 3 years later, their paths cross unexpectedly at the base holiday party, where the two get into an argument and cause a scene. So they're going to fall in love. They're both in the Army. I'm sure they'll have some sort of games together. See, like, I don't read the rest of it, but it sounds...
No, but okay, so the one-sentence plot on Variety said that there's a snowstorm, and so they have to deliver all the presents to the kids and, like, be Santa, which I think is really cute. And so, like, that is enticing to me. Not, like, the enemies to lovers military. I don't know what's going on here. But, like, them being Santa, cute.
Yeah, I guess if I kept reading, I would have gotten to that line. So but they plan to stay away from each other, but then a snowstorm prevents all of the Christmas presents from being delivered to the base, where they are forced to team up for a special mission to save Christmas. So
I agree. Like, initially, upon first sight, the military thing kind of lost me, just because I feel like we don't have a great track record with that with Hallmark. But I think that premise, as well as Janelle, definitely gives it a lot of hope.
Yeah. Military is also usually miracles of Christmas, so
yeah.
I mean, there are no miracles of Christmas anymore, so it's gonna be weird.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll say yes to this one. I think it'll be okay. All three yeses. Okay.
Agreed.
All right. A Newport Christmas, starring Gina Claire Mason and Wes Brown. Ella is a charitable and spirited Newport social. I'm trying to read tiny little fonts and my old eyes. Socialite in 1905 who dreams up using her wealth to start a foundation to help others in town. After learning her father intends for her to become engaged to a man she's never met at the upcoming Christmas Eve ball, Ella goes for a nighttime sail on her schooner to clear up her head. Upon seeing a comet shoot across the sky, she wistfully wishes for a different life and is shocked to suddenly find Nick, a sailor and local Newport historian, aboard her schooner and accuses him of being a stowaway. I guess I'll keep reading, but Nick insists he owns the boat, and a standoff ensues. Once on dry land, Ella realizes that someone she's traveled from 1905 to 2025 as she spends time there and gets a glimpse of what her future in 1905 appears to be. So, it's a time travel movie. And they do it by going through a schooner.
I feel like time travel in Hallmark is either amazing or like terrible and laughable. So I will be hopeful, especially because like Newport, I'm like, where is Newport? Is that in Rhode Island? I think maybe. So I mean, if there are like New England vibes, then sure. But I don't know. I'm very 50-50 on this one.
I feel good about it. I like Gina Claire Mason. Wes Brown has surprised me in the last few years with his like comedy. And it's like she's supposed to marry the Variety one sentence was like she's supposed to marry a guy she doesn't like, and instead she goes to 2025, she meets Wes Brown, whatever. I think that could be sort of like Biltmore Christmas vibes. Like, how are they gonna get together in 2 different time periods? Yeah, so I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Mark got to comment. Shouldn't it be Marines since they run Toys for Tots? That's probably would have been good, but this is the Hallmark Army does everything, Mark.
Well, and the Marines train at Quantico, not the Army, so should definitely be Marines.
I can't believe Joe's Perfect Hair doesn't have its own Hallmark movie yet. It's not that great today, Chad. It's just kind of like laying here. So, but thank you for the compliment. Mark also says no to time travel. Timeless Christmas was a fun watch. Yeah. We don't need to keep talking about my hair. So I'll say yes for Gina Claire Mason. Wes Brown has been pretty good lately. Time travel on a schooner is kind of rough. It's kind of comical, but I'll say yes. What did you two say? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said yes.
Yeah.
I'll go yes.
Okay.
We're cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christmas Above the Clouds, starring Aaron Krakow and Tyler Hines. When workaholic CEO Ella tries to skip Christmas by flying to Australia, she's in a flight of her life. Haunted by her past, present, and future, she's forced to confront the choices that led her to success, yet left her flying solo. With the help of 3 quirky spirits and a surprise reunion with her ex, she just might rediscover the magic of Christmas and the love she thought she'd lost. So we're getting a Christmas Carol retelling aboard a plane.
You skipped over her last name, Joe. Her name is Ella Neeser.
I know. I know I couldn't say it without cracking up because it's ridiculous. But yes, it is Ella Neeser.
Oh my god.
I just can't imagine the movie being. I didn't think about the fact that it's on the plane until you said that.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like very limiting.
Well, let's think about this, though. Even though the Christmas Carol always starts in Scrooge's bedroom, they leave the bedroom.
That's true. That's true.
So.
Still, though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I feel like this is kind of a hot take, but I'm not generally as big of an Aaron Krakow fan as most people. I find most of her roles to be boring. Like, I'm never really captivated when she's on screen, and I'm also not. I mean, is fine. I don't really understand like the mass obsession. I'm sure they're both perfectly great people, but I'm kind of not terribly excited about this one just because A, Christmas Carol, we've been there, done that so many times, and B, like these are just not my favorite leads.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't like Tyler?
It's not that I don't like him. I just don't understand like the absolute like crazy like he's the best one on Hallmark, because I do not think that is the case.
Yes, agreed. Also, like they were together in It Was Always You, which everyone was obsessed with. I didn't like that movie because I don't like Aaron, and Tyler's like I like Tyler, but like I agree. Like I'm not like a Heine. So we'll see. I mean, like I think it could be cute. But I think this one is for a fan that is not me.
If it's a comedy, if they have some very special guest stars as the ghosts, I think it can be funny. And if it's funny, I'll put up with Erin. I'm not a big fan of it. She's a very nice actress. She's very, I don't watch the stuff she's in most of the time. That show, the When Calls the Heart, I've never watched an episode of it. The movies she has been in, like the Finding Father Christmas stuff, and didn't like that stuff. Like Tyler, I'll get in trouble if I say anything bad about Tyler. So Tyler's amazing. I don't have anything bad to say about him, but in reality, you've got to watch what you say. I think it'll be fun. I'll give a hopeful yes. So, okay.
Agreed.
Okay. All right. Sunday, November 9th, my birthday. By the way.
A day before my birthday.
Oh, when's yours?
Nice.
The 10th?
The 10th.
Oh. How old are you turning?
Oh, we don't talk about it.
Okay. Because I have a big one this year, so that's why.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm turning 50 this year, so.
Nice. I was gonna guess 21, so
Well, yeah, I'm turning the big 50.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
You'll rock it.
I hope. Anyways, let's move on to something happier and talk about A Keller Christmas Vacation, starring Jonathan Bennett, Brandon Routh, and Eden Scher. Christmas this year is going to be a little different for the Keller family as parents. Anne and Ben buy their 3 adult children, oldest son Cal, middle son Dylan, and daughter Emery, a river cruise down the Danube River from Germany through Salzburg, so Vienna, through beautiful European Christmas markets. I'm gonna have to hold on. There we go. I had to zoom in. Sorry, I was trying to read things and it's just too hard. So where was I?
The one problem. The very different siblings who are each going through their own personal life challenges have naturally gone in separate directions over the years, and the idea of spending 10 days cooped up on a river cruise together makes each Keller child cringe for their own reasons. But they say yes because that's what families do, never expecting it to turn to be a glorious once-in-a-lifetime experience full of misconnections, new friendships, stunning vistas. Thank you. Relationships, upheaval, budding romance, shipboard games, family bonding, and a secret that brings them all together in time for Christmas. So, having a hard time reading today, but I'm also having a hard time seeing and reading on the screen here because it's very tiny. Because one screen's here and then the other screen's here. So, Jonathan Bennett, I love him. I think he's always fun. Brandon Routh, another Hallmark movie without cats, and Eden Scher, which I love. She was in The Middle. She was the daughter. She was really funny in that show, and all 3 of them are playing siblings. So they're gonna go on a boat trip. That's a very unique casting of those 3, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because Eden Scher's never been in a Hallmark movie before. Brandon Routh has only done the cat movies, and Jonathan Bennett's been in a movie every year. So I like it. I sounds fun to me. I'm kind of curious as how it's going to be. I mean, just the picture alone tells you it's going to be funny. So
yeah, it's got Europe, so it's going to be pretty to look at. Tracy Ann Dreen wrote it, and she's great, or at least had a hand in it. And I love her. And Brandon Routh, I've loved since I saw him in Chuck, and also Scott Pilgrim. We have 2 Scott Pilgrim alums this year with Mae Whitman too in that new show. So I'm so here for it.
I agree.
Brandon Routh is also Superman. So.
Oh yeah, there you go. But yeah, no, it's a total winner for me. I love Jonathan Bennett. I think I feel like this is going to be like an elevated movie is like the first thing that comes to mind is I feel like it's in the words of Dan from Deck the Hallmark, it's going to be in real movie territory potentially. So I'm very hopeful and definitely looking forward to that Sunday.
Cool. So Ben says, I love Eden Scher. So yeah, I think we all do. Your dad says, my wife and I guessed 40. Guess Christmas movie, slow aging process. So thank you very much. But yeah, I wish it was 40. And European Christmas markets will definitely help this. So I agree. Unless, of course, they actually didn't shoot in Europe or they only shot for a tiny little bit and then the rest of it takes place on sound stages or somewhere else in Canada, then that'll suck. But they've been doing the last year was amazing for location movies because it took place all in the locations. So
yeah, and they don't have that many location movies this year, so I feel like this has got to be like their whole budget on this one, and I think they have one other one, and like Jonathan Bennett deserves the vacation, you know?
Yeah, I agree. All right, Three Wisest Men. We know it's just the third movie. Brenner family's back and their lives are more chaotic than ever as Luke is expecting twins. Taylor is debating a monumental job opportunity out of state, and Stefan attempts to plan for his upcoming nuptials. Everyone's stress heightens when they learn their mom has put their childhood home up for sale, marking their final Christmas in the Brenner house, with the unexpected in-laws visiting, wild animals lurking, and freshly cut Christmas trees, and a hesitant mall Santa. The boys will have their work cut out for them as the holiday begins to loom. As they navigate adulting at a level that they've yet to reach, they must learn once again to lean on one another, to rise to the needs of their growing family, conquer the newest challenges in their lives, and most crucially, have the best Christmas ever. So, I'm excited for it. The second one was pretty good. Here's what I really thought we would get, because they really played into it last year. I was expecting to see their dad show up. Because they hinted at that and talked about that, and we've addressed that he's not dead, he just left, so that could happen, and they're keeping that secret. But what do you both think?
I'm not
the first
immune.
one. The first one I really enjoyed. The second one I thought was just okay. So I'm hoping that it kind of redeems itself from the second one for me.
Yeah.
I don't even need to read the plot. I'm seated. I'm ready. I really liked the second one. It's Russell Hainline, it's Kimberly, it's Paul. Good feeling. And it's like the final one. Like they're going into it being like this is the last one. So you know they're really gonna like make it count.
My hope. I have a few hopes. One, I hope that Andrew Walker's wife, the mom in the first one, actually sticks around for the movie. They seem to find a way for her to disappear for each movie. Will Tyler Hines' character be with what's her name from the second movie, or will we get a third woman? Mm-hmm. I have a feeling we'll get a new one again. I think that's the way they're going to play that. And then hopefully the wedding's funny. And I hope it really does focus on the wedding. And I don't remember any of the other people's names other than the guys, but Stephen's wife or Stefan's wife, whatever, however they want to pronounce it, I guess. Hopefully the other cast members will be in it a little bit more. That's what I hope. So, and maybe we'll see the dad. So, but here Mark says, which one will end up buying the house? You're right.
Luke, for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be.
Luke has his own house.
Yes, Paul. Yeah, because Tyler will probably move out of town or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this one. And then sorry being late. Still had to work. I'm thrilled. I've seen the list and at all and see what the cat dragged in. So, yep, this is all going to be good. All right. And November 16th, it's Tamara Mowry Housley, BJ Britt, and Elijah Justice Lewis in Tidings for the season. Adam Cade, played by Britt, is the serious face on the local news. His life takes an unexpected turn in early December when he meets Robbie, played by Lewis, a 10-year-old who's Adam's biggest fan. Robbie has an important request. He wants his favorite newscaster to talk more about what's going wrong in the world. How about reporting on the good stories too? Sometimes these descriptions are weird. Adam is ambitious and wants to move up in the world, but he takes this question to heart as the holidays approach. He discovers that Robbie's mom is Lucy, played by Mallory Housley, is a single parent working hard to take care of her son. The last thing she needs is anything complicating a very busy schedule, including Adam. So basically, the kid idolizes the weather guy. Or the newscaster, I guess not a weather guy, the newscaster, and he's gonna tell some the way it is, and he meets the kid's mom and falls in love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like Tamara, and so that's pretty much my only hope for this movie, but the description does not excite me at all.
I really liked BJ in The Groomsmen. I actually haven't seen all of them, and I need to, but I think he has a fun energy, and so I'm sad that he's like the serious, like brooding guy in this. Like, let him be fun. Let him smile.
Yeah, I this sounds awful to me. Yeah. I mean, Tamara Mallory Housley's last movie was like her kid befriends the guy and they get together at the end. So
and it's terrible.
Yeah, it's just a repeat. It's another same story. I have no hope for this one.
Having it follow the Wisest Men movie, I feel is also like no one wants to follow that.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Like people are gonna be hypercritical, I feel, that day because they just watch something that they really enjoy, probably. So.
Yep. Mopey kid, nope. Just a normal Hallmark movie, nothing to get excited about.
Yeah.
Not a fan of Tamara. Her line delivery hasn't improved over her 30-year career. Ben with
That's true. She was the best in Twitches.
Lucky Joe, same movie. So, yeah, I'm saying no to this one. After Three Wisest Men, Kristin, you're right. No, it's gonna be. Everyone's gonna say, "Boy, that Sunday movie sucked."
Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's. All right, Holiday Touchdown: A Bills Love Story. This is Holland Roden, Matthew Daddiaro, Joe Pantalonia, Joey Pants, Tracy Pollan, Carolyn Aron, Steve Sharippa, Patty Murin, and Patrick Mulvey. So. The Quinns and DeLucas have lived next door to each other for decades in the shadow of Highmark Stadium, the home of their beloved Buffalo Bills. With their long-term friendship rooted in being proud members of Bills Mafia, the two clans have enjoyed cherished traditions that revolve around cheering for their favorite team, especially at the holidays when they celebrate the last home game before Christmas. I can't read the rest of it. It's basically they're going to fall in love and around a football game, and it's going to have quirky family members. They did it last year. It was fine. I enjoyed it because I think Hunter King was really good with Tyler. I don't care about this one.
My mother is a Buffalo Bills fan, so shout out to my mom watching.
Okay.
Hopefully she enjoys it. Grew up Buffalo Bills. It also has to do with the military question mark because they're trying to solve a mystery about who's the anonymous donor that helped them after her uncle got drafted. And genuinely, I cannot tell if it means drafted in the army or drafted into a football team. And I couldn't tell you.
See, now that you making it, I'm glad I didn't read the rest of it because that sounds awful. So
it sounds worse. Yeah, it makes it sound much worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say I don't care about this one. I think this will put an end to the football movies. I think last year was unique and fun. Now they're just trying to repeat it because it was such a huge hit. But these two, I don't care about them.
I like Holland.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
she's fine.
I agree. I don't really understand the whole football movie thing. I mean, I know last year they were trying to cash in on the whole like Travis and Taylor obsession of the world of the Chiefs and everything. I don't care about football. I mean, that movie, I thought the Chiefs movie was a little better than I expected. But I am not excited about this one.
Yeah. Ben says, ugh, another football film. There better be scenes of them helping to shovel out the stadium. So, all right, let's hope this is the last of the football ones. I don't want to see any more. All right. Melt My Heart This Christmas. And right away, I'm like, oh, God. This is November 23rd. Laura Vandervoort and Stephen Hazar. All right. So Holly James, passionate glassblower.
Can't even get through the first line.
A passionate glassblower is striving to establish her artistic identity, dreams of showcasing her creations at the Fern Grove Fair. Despite previous rejections from Jack Dubois by Hazar, who oversees the entries, Holly finds an unexpected opportunity to assist legendary glassblower Bianca Bonhomme. What's these names? To help Jack. Unfortunately, Bianca is struggling with a creative slump and needs help managing her booth. Okay. All right. We got the gist of it.
Okay, the whole thing is that she does glass blowing under a pseudonym and then gets popular. And then Jack is like, wow, the person who makes this glass is so good. And she's like, actually, it's me, but you kept rejecting me. And then it's a my love lied to me and I make glass under somebody else's name.
I'm glad you read all of these in advance. I purposely did not because I like getting that kind of unexpected what is this about. But sometimes I get bored halfway through. So that sounds awful. I do not like Laura Vandervoort in these movies. I do not like Stephen Hazar in these movies. This one just sounds absolutely terrible.
Agreed.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. The name of it alone melts my heart this Christmas as a glassblower. That's why I started laughing, because that's when I was like, oh, they're paying off of that. And I'm not here for it. So, all right. Yeah, let's just move. Oh, wait, all of her ornaments are going to break during shipping? All right. We Met in December. That is now the most boring name for a movie I've ever heard.
This one's
Autumn Reeser and Neil Mater, November 27th. This is Thanksgiving night. That's
okay.
That's right.
Strange. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah. No, that would be Thanksgiving night. So that means this is the coveted spot. Like this and that Saturday are usually the two big movies. All right, so they must have a lot of faith in this one. Let's read through it. On an unexpected layover in mid-December, Annie Lane and Dave Weeks. I'm sorry. Dave Weeks. I've never heard anybody have a last name of Weeks, but maybe I'm wrong. Meet as strangers. Okay. Meet as strangers at a beautiful hotel, all decorated for the holidays. It's love at first sight, and ended up having a magical night of sharing hopes, dreams, and a perfect kiss. But when they fail to exchange numbers and miss each other the next morning, Annie and Dave fly back to Chicago with no easy way to track the other one down. The only clues they have are those shared about plans for the upcoming holiday season, and the two embark on a separate quest to find one another. Along the way, insightful wisdom shared during their time together leads Annie and Dave to make important changes in their lives, leading them both to find ways of making this Christmas special for themselves, their families, and their loved ones.
It's Serendipity.
Okay, is it?
Yeah, the John Cusack movie.
Okay.
It does.
John Cusack.
Okay. Yeah, they're frantically running around Chicago instead of New York. Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
Serendipity is a bad movie, but it's real fun.
Okay, I've never seen it, so I don't know. I'm going to also say I don't think people wrote this. I swear AI wrote half of these because it doesn't read right. It doesn't either that or I'm just a poor reader. But this one is weird. The way that it's right, because it also has all these adjectives and the things that they're going to do and stuff, and that's very artificial. But anyways, back to this movie. I like Autumn Reeser. I like Neil Mater. I think that's the only hope I have for this. But Hallmark does not waste the spots. It's meaning that if they really believe in a movie, they're going to give it the coveted spots. Thanksgiving night's a big deal. So I'm going to say I have hope for it. only because, it's on that night and it's got some big stars.
I usually don't like Niall Matter. However, he was just in the Providence Falls movies, which were ridiculous. And he basically was playing David Tennant from Good Omens. He was doing an impression of David Tennant in Good Omens. And he was really good.
Okay.
So I'm excited.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited for this movie. I can't really put my finger exactly on why. I mean, I think it could be a fun premise if it's done right. I do generally like both of the leads, and so I think I'm just going to have a little bit of blind hope that Hallmark knows what they're doing with that Thanksgiving slot. So I will go into it with a positive, hopeful mindset.
Yep. Ben does not like it. I like Neil, so I might watch it before going shopping. So, I mean, it's Thursday night. It's what I'm going to do after I eat Thanksgiving is watch the Hallmark movie. So, that's what happens. So let's see what happens the next night on Friday, November 28th. And you're excited. You want to read this one?
Okay, sure. It's Corey Cott, and he's Broadway. Isaiah Hayward Cott it's called The Snow Must Go On. He last appeared on Broadway almost 10 years ago. Since then, getting back to Broadway has been a challenge. To escape the grind of the city and reevaluate his life, Isaiah visits his sister. And blah, blah, blah stuff. He has to direct his niece's Christmas pageant, but there's gonna be a fancy Broadway guy in the audience. I like Broadway. I want to hear Corey Cott sing, so I'm excited.
Okay.
Yeah,
go ahead, Kristin.
I don't know who either of these people are. I mean, I'm hopeful, but I'm typically not a huge fan of the whole, let's go back to small town and take over the play thing. That's kind of stale for me, but maybe if the acting talent is there, I could enjoy it potentially.
I don't know who this guy is. I'm going to have to ask my daughter if she knows who he is. She's a huge Broadway person.
He was in Newsies.
Oh my God, then she's going to know
his brother's in Riverdale.
Oh my God! Alrighty, he's in Newsies. God, she was watching that twice this weekend. So all right, so she knows who this guy is. So I'm gonna have to. I'll have to tell her. I mean, he's got nice hair. Look at that hair though, man. Talk about if Chad was talking about my hair. Look at that guy's hair. I mean, Jesus. Heather Hemmings was in something last year, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was in the Russell Hainline one that was Christmas Under the Stars.
The one I didn't like, yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't like that one. So sorry, Russell.
Traditional one.
You have other great movies. That one was not. But again, you can't all be perfect. So, all right, we got a couple comments here. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are double feature nights, so 2 movies each. I'll watch it later, but I'll be at Indy's tree lighting that night. I mean, that's the thing now that happens is this is when people start getting busy, and then I end up getting behind right around this time of the year. But with only 24, I think it's manageable. I think it's going to be a little bit easier, a little less stressful. So
it's better than 46.
All right, The More the Merrier. The second movie on Friday night. Starring Rachel Boston and Brendan Penny. Alice, an emergency room doctor at a small rural hospital, always volunteers to work the Christmas Eve overnight shift and goes the extra mile to make the holiday merry and bright for patients and staff. When the hospital gets snowed in, Alice and Brian, the newly hired top-rated cardiologist, finds themselves in the middle of a bona fide baby boom when 3 women, including the only OBGYN for miles around, go into labor for the rarest birthday of the year. Okay. So it's I don't need to read it anymore. I like Rachel Boston. Brendan Penny's fine. It takes place in a hospital. I don't know if I care.
I hate hospitals. Babies are not my thing, as odd as that might sound. I don't probably mean it as harshly as it sounds. But yeah, this doesn't do a lot for me. I mean, I do like Rachel Boston, and like you said, Brendan Penny is fine, but I absolutely despise pretty much any medical related show or movie. So it's already
Yeah.
has some points against it for me.
I can't do medical either, but I liked Christmas on Call last year. But this
Yeah.
one is like they're debating about medicine and they're snowed into the hospital, so there won't be as much like getting out and seeing,
Yeah.
Canada, Philadelphia. So yeah, I'm not very excited.
Okay. So we all say, this won't be great.
Yeah.
All right. An Alpine Holiday, Saturday, November 29th at 6 p.m. A grandmother's last wish brings two estranged sisters, Faith and Kelly, back together to travel to the French Alps for Christmas to recreate her first trip there with their grandfather. Facing all the challenges and wonder this unique holiday adventure brings, they learn to cherish this sisterhood above all, while also making room for romance to blossom between Kelly and their French mountaineer guide, Frederick. So, Ashley Williams, Lacey Amelie, and Julian Samani. So, it's an Ashley Williams movie. It'll probably have some fun things to it.
Yeah, I like Ashley Williams, so I'm rooting for it. And plus, like we talked about earlier, anything that's in Europe is usually at least visually very pleasant to look at. So I'm rooting for it.
Yeah, it sounds though like this Ashley Williams is going to be single through this movie because her sister's going to be the one hooking up with the French guy. So,
Strange.
Ashley Williams will always get my vote. Sometime, most of the time she delivers. Once in a while she doesn't. I'm hopeful.
She's a bit too smiley for me usually, but yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay. Love Ashley Williams. It's going to have mountains in it. Can't be bad. So it can be, Mark. It can be.
We've all seen Christmas in Montana.
Yes. All right. A Grand Old Opry Christmas. So this is the one they're betting on. This is the big one. This is Nikki DeLoach and Christopher Balaha and a bunch of country people who have no idea who they are.
You know who Brad Paisley is?
I guess. I couldn't pick him out of... You showed a picture of him and two other guys. I would not be able to tell you who's who. So, I mean, I know the name.
He's married to Ashley Williams' sister.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's already kind of that pre-existing connection.
He's married to Kimberly, so okay.
Yes,
so,
yeah.
Okay. See, I know the sisters. I just don't know the... So, okay. Well, Gentry Wade, daughter of late country star icon Jet Wade, half of the famed duo Winters and Wade. That's a lot of... abandoned her dream of a songwriting career and distanced herself from her father's legacy following his tragic accident 30 years prior. When the Grand Ole Opry invites her to represent Jet at their centennial celebration at Christmas, she's hesitant to return to the place steeped in bittersweet memories. Encouraged by her good friends, Gentry visits the Opry, and while seated in one of the vaunted venue's Oak Church pews, see, a lot of adjectives. That's why I think it was... is suddenly transported to 1995. Oh, it's a time travel movie. Gentry's lifelong friend Mac, a country music talent manager, finds himself in 1995 as well, thanks to some Christmas magic. Gentry gets precious time with her father, creates inspiration to finish the song she began decades earlier as a teen, and learns surprising answers to questions about her father that have been followed her for the last 3 decades. So, time travel movie. She goes back in time. She sees her father. She gets inspired. She writes a song. When she comes back to the future, it's a big hit.
This one sounds so beautiful. Like, genuinely, I was like, this is gonna be stupid. And then I read the description. I'm a sucker for it. I'm already excited. I went to college in Nashville, so I'm excited about that. But also, it has Luke Benward in it. And my number 3 point on my 14-point plan to make Hallmark more marketable was to cast Luke Benward. And I wanted them to do it back when he was like somebody to people of my age, and now he's nobody, but it's fine. I'm still excited that he's there. Nikki DeLoach can sing, so I'm sure that's going to be beautiful. I'm excited about her to get to see her father again. I think that'll be really sweet.
Who is Luke Benward?
Okay, so he was on Disney Channel and he was in some movies back when he was like a baby child. He was in Minutemen in 2003, and then he like grew up doing Disney, and then he was in Dumplin' on Netflix, and he was like incredible. And I said, this is a very Christian man who will be on Hallmark in the next 5 years, and here he is.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kristin. What's your thoughts?
I have a lot of hope for this one. I am a big Nashville fan. I go there once a year. The Grand Ole Opry is super cool. I hope that I assume some of it at least was shot in Nashville. I can't imagine them doing a Grand Ole Opry movie not actually there. But I'm pretty excited about this one.
So Jennifer from Do You Watch What I Watch podcast was an extra in this film. And she got to meet Nikki. She claims that Nikki Lelouch is her best friend now, but she did say she was an extra in it. She said it looks amazing. I mean, it's got Christopher Polaha. These two together. This is some actors. These are the good ones. I just hope it. I hope it's good. I don't care about country, so right away that's a big negative for me. But it's the Saturday night movie, and it's got two big stars in it. So, all right, The Christmas Cup, starring Rihanna Fish and Ben Rosenbaum. After a knee injury threatens to cut her career short, Staff Sergeant Kelly Brandt returns home in low spirits for the holiday. Her family tries to help by encouraging her to lead her hometown team in the annual Christmas Cup against the rival town. It takes a lot of work, but Kelly organizes her team and gets them competition ready as she can with the help of Fire Captain Quinn Stokely. What is with these names? Sparks begin to fly with Quinn, and through the whole process, Kelly is reminded on how much she loves to lead, but her heart, she still hopes, will be cleared to return to serve. All right, I had enough. I don't care.
Yeah. No,
this one sounds awful. It's the Sunday night after the big movies. It's gonna suck. Rihanna Fish can have some good stuff, I think, once in a while. I don't know who Ben Rosenbaum is. I don't know if he's new or not. But I don't care. Unless it's really funny, I don't care. So
the Christmas competitions, I'm always like, what is this? Nobody wants this.
Nobody wants it. No.
Yeah, I agree. Not overly excited.
All right. We're all negative on this one. We can just move on. So, all right. This is the one I was excited about when I heard the name of it, just because it sounds weird. Christmas at the Catnip Cafe, and then I found out that Paul Campbell's in it. So it's got a weird title, so it's gonna be funny. So, and Aaron Cahill, which
and Tracy Andreen wrote it.
Okay, well then I think we've got some good names attached to this. I'm getting scolded here. Let me see here.
These people have never seen My Norwegian Holiday, and it shows.
Joe, you take that back about Rhiannon. Oh wait, did you guys like her? Oh
no, I think they don't like her.
They hate her.
No, okay. I mean,
My Norwegian Holiday was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, they're all talking about Rihanna. I don't have a hatred for her, but you guys watch all those other. They watch the Pepper Tree Villa guys. They watch all of the movies. That's your problem. Don't watch all the movies. Just watch the Christmas ones, and maybe you would like Rihanna Fish, because the Christmas ones have been pretty good that she's been in. So, anyways, let's go back to Catnip Cafe. Olivia Pierce is a marketing executive from Oakland, California, who is this close to realizing her dream of purchasing a condo, but she's a bit short on a down payment. When she learns that her late great aunt left her half of the Cat Cafe in upstate New York, she thinks it's the Christmas miracle she needed, as long as she can sell and close the deal before the holidays. Of course, because that's what has to happen. Olivia's plan hits a bump on the road when she meets Dr. Ben Kane, the veterinarian who owns the other half. The cafe serves an important role in the town, helping homeless cats find forever homes, and has no intention of closing up shop. Christmas is the most important time of the year as they plan many activities to raise funds and get them in the black. Olivia and Ben strike a deal, and she agrees to help him plan the fundraising events at the cafe over the next 3 weeks in exchange for Ben promising not to drag his heels on selling the end of time. They're giving us the entire story. So basically, they own a cat cafe, and they argue with each other, and then they'll fall in love at the end. And she'll decide to live at the Catnip cafe and forget about moving to buy that condo.
Who needs a condo in Oakland?
Especially when you got a cafe full of cats.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. It's Paul Campbell. That's an automatic yes. Ben, I assume you're. I don't know if you're talking about Rhiannon or this movie. Absolutely not. She's from Oakland. I never met her. Why have we not met her? Okay, you realize she's just an act. This is a character she's playing, guys. Anyways, Paul Campbell, Aaron Cahill sounds like fun. As long as it's quirky. Although he's playing a veterinarian, so he's going to have to be somewhat serious. So I don't like serious Paul mixed with his comedy Paul, like when he has done that. So we'll see. I'm positive about this one. What do you think?
Yeah. I think I like cats, so I'm there for it. Like, it'll be cute.
Yeah. I got a cat here behind me. If you can't see, this very black cat.
Oh yes.
Yes. Yeah. She's sleeping.
The best kind.
Yes. Well, they always sleep too. All right. 12 dates till Christmas. Is this a series?
Yeah, it's a series based on a book by Jenny Bayliss, which I've never read, but I've heard good things.
Okay. New episodes continue. Okay. Yeah, this is her first time in Hallmark?
No, because she was the little girl in A Season for Miracles when she was a child.
Sorry.
I don't know why that got me.
Wow.
I think it's really sweet that she's doing full circle. Sorry. I had an unexpected emotional reaction to that I wasn't expecting.
You did. I know Mae Whitman was a child actor, but I was actually thinking more when she was an adult. But Kacy has put me in my place. I apologize, Mae Whitman, for not knowing when you were a little kid. And what was the movie? I'm sorry, I didn't even pay.
A Season for Miracles with Carla Gugino. I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's really anyway.
Okay. I'll have to look it up.
It's a big movie.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. So it stars Julian Morris, Toby Sanderman, Nathaniel Parker, Jane Seymour, Lucy Eaton, and Mary McDonnell. So it's a series. I don't know if I'll watch it. I always focus on the movies, but I'll read through it. Let's see if it sounds interesting. So, talented Seville Row textile. It sounds boring already. Talented Seville Row textile pattern designer. This was AI. The AI wrote this. Yeah, I mean the adjectives. Lives in the quaint village of Blexford, England, next door to her father, Mac, who is long divorced from Kate's mother, Delilah. A globe-trotting American, always on an adventure. When not at work, Kate looks after Mac, who's recovering from a motorbike accident.
Just keeps getting worse.
I am bored reading this. I don't know. I am skipping this. I just because I can't even. I don't care. What do you? Yeah. Kacy?
I've heard the book is good, so I'll read it and then maybe I'll watch the show.
If it's good and I hear good things, I'll watch it.
It's okay, yeah. So she goes on 12 dates with 12 different men, but each one is terrible. So I think it could be really funny.
Okay, well, so
my friend is convinced that she hasn't read it, but I think she has.
So, okay, so I guess it does get into that. See, the problem is they give you all of this other information that no one cares about. I don't care that she's a talented textile pattern designer. You know, like, that does not do anything for me. Yes, no, is Mae Whitman. She was on Parenthood.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was not.
Yes,
Or was she Annie on Arrested? No, she was not.
Yeah.
Maybe she was.
Yeah, she's Anne. She's Bland. She's
on?
Anne. She's Egg.
There was like there's two actresses that played that characters. I think they replaced one of them, didn't they? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's been a
She was the
It's
main
been a long
one.
time since I've seen Arrested Development, but yeah, I think you might be right actually. But she was on Parenthood. That's how I remember her. So.
And she's in Scott Pilgrim. Her and Brandon Routh both on Hallmark this year.
Okay. All right. This is a no for me unless Kacy tells me it's good.
Same.
And then she can tell me all about it, and you can yell at me and say, "You're not watching it with Mae Whitman. She was the star of." Okay, so. All right, let's move on. She's making a list. Lacey Chabert, Andrew Walker, Saturday, December 6th. I'm in already. I don't have to read it.
No, you do.
I'm going to read it, but I know.
No, it gets crazy.
I know, but I'm going to read it. I'm just saying right away I'm already watching it, and I'm already going to think it's going to be good. So, falling on Santa's naughty or nice list used to be a call made by Santa and his elves, but with the number of kids worldwide skyrocketing, Santa has outsourced the job to the Naughty or Nice Group, a consulting firm that has cornered the market on determining a child's niceness thanks to an airtight formula. As a top inspector with the group, it's Isabella's job to make the tough calls by assessing the children on her list and assigning a verdict. When she's tasked with evaluating a mischievous 11-year-old Charlie Duncan, she expects a routine case, but things get complicated when Isabella unexpectedly falls for Charlie's widowed father, Jason, and begins to question the rigid rules of her job. As Christmas approaches, Isabella must choose between the following holiday algorithm or following her heart. And I say I am following my heart because this sounds amazing.
Same. Couldn't agree more. I love these two.
Yeah.
I love Lacey Chabert. I love Andrew Walker. I love them together. Santa should not know what a consulting firm is. That hurts my heart. I don't know.
Yeah, he should. I agree with that. That ruins the perfectness that should be Santa and all things related to him. But this is just so off the wall that I love it.
Yeah. So
I think if this were written by Russell Hanlon, I'd be like, yeah, great, but it's not, and so now I'm wary.
It could go very wrong.
I think this sounds a lot of fun. It's a December movie. I'll be looking for the Santa Magical Christmas stuff. I'm in for it. I like a weird twist on Santa. I mean, we've seen it all before, but this is new. I've never heard of him hiring a consulting firm for the list. So that sounds like fun to me. I'm all for it. So okay. Single on the 25th. I'm going to be honest, most of the names of these movies are awful.
No, this is based on a song, apparently, called Single on the 25th.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. December 7th, Lindsay Fonseca, Daniel Lissing. For Nell Duke. Sorry. For Nell Duke, nothing is worse than being single at Christmas time because everywhere she looks, couples are kissing under the mistletoe. After her family cancels holiday plans at the last minute, Nell decides to spend the week of Christmas having fun on her own when she crosses paths with her neighbor Cooper, a financial analyst who prides himself on being happily unattached. He notices Nell struggling with being alone and decides to share tips on how to keep the holiday festive. Scroll down. Oh, God, it keeps going. Cooper inspires Nell to challenge her insecurities and find happiness in being on her own. In turn, Nell helps Cooper realize he's missing out on a real connection. In the fun partnership that forms, the friendly singles' Christmas together starts to feel like something more. Their special connection falls apart when Nell finds out Cooper only offered to help because he felt sorry Nell had to spend the holiday alone. Oh no.
Kitty
To make
dates.
Christmas truly magical this year, Cooper must show real growth of character while Nell finds her strength in being single during the holiday. No. No.
You don't like Lindsay Fonseca?
I do, but this sounds awful.
I think it's worth it for Lindsay Fonseca. Only if she actually is single at the end of this movie. It says she's not going to be. She's going to get with Daniel Lissing, but I think it'd be so interesting if she's like actually being single is great. The end.
I agree. I agree on all fronts. I love Lindsay Fonseca. I honestly wish that they used her even more than they do. And I agree. I would love to see like an off the wall ending, kind of like with the breakup with Jennifer Aniston and Vince Vaughn, how in the end, like everyone thinks they're going to reconcile and then they don't. I would love to see an untraditional ending of, oh, you think they're going to get together, but you know what? It's perfectly fine to be on your own, because I think that's a message that overall Hallmark does not push at all, which I don't think is a great message to be sending, especially to young people. So yeah, I'm very hopeful, but I love Lindsay.
Okay. I don't know. Just this description's boring to me, but she might pull it off. You know, she has been in good things. So Pepper Tree says they like Daniel. And Just a Neighbor, no house swap or fake dating app. What are we even doing anymore? So you're true. It's true. I mean, she gets mad because he gave her pity. But did he really? Like that? I'm sure that was a third act misunderstanding. So, all right. A Sweet Holiday Romance. Jesse Schramm and Dominic Sherwood. Saturday, December 13th. It's Christmas week since Sabrina Post arrives at the iconic Grand Fairbanks Hotel in New York City, ready to accept the ghostwriting position for the memoir of Grayson Westcott, a famous art dealer. As a struggling writer, Sabrina can't believe her luck, a paycheck and a stay in her own suite at the hotel. She feels like Cordelia, the heroine from her favorite series of children's books written by Hazel Hawley.
Why did we need that sentence?
I don't know. I just these names. What promises to be a perfect week is complicated when Sabrina meets Ian Turner, a handsome British visitor at a hotel bar. When Ian assumes Sabrina is another wealthy guest at the hotel, she doesn't correct him, a decision she doesn't regret after learning that Ian is a member of the British aristocrat. So she thinks. The truth is that Ian is not wealthy. He's a personal secretary of the Lord Spencer Braxton. Ian is in the town for the holidays to oversee the installation of an art exhibit featuring the Braxton Royal Jewels at the Avalon Museum. As the week unfolds, Sabrina shows Ian Christmas in New York, and the two start to fall in love with each other. Why do they give away everything in this movie? Now we know that they are both lying about who they are, and it's more fun to know one of them's doing it, and then when you find out the other one was also making it, that's at least interesting. Now I know that they're both going to lie to each other. They're going to go out. They're both going to get mad at each other because they both lied to each other, and then they're going to fall in love.
I do think them both pretending to be rich is interesting, though. Like, that could be fun.
It can be fun, and Jesse Schramm I love Jesse Schramm. So
yeah, I like Dominic Sherwood too.
What's he been in?
He's in Shadowhunters, which I've only seen some of, but he's pretty good.
Okay. I don't know what that is, but
fits in a book series.
Don't yell at me.
I'm not.
Kristin, what do you think?
Anything that is based in New York during Christmas time automatically gets some points from me. Other than that, it could be great or it could be like one of the worst of the season. So we'll find out.
Why such long descriptions? Give me 2 sentences. Yes.
Yeah.
What?
The
Because
variety
yeah.
one just has 2 sentences.
And I should have went. It's easier to use this, but
yeah.
It just ruins the whole thing, which I'm assuming he means by reading the whole movie. Now I know they're both gonna lie. I'm hopeful for this only because I like Jesse Schramm. If it's funny the way they're pretending to try to be rich, it'll be fun. But we know that they're both lying, so it's not as fun now. So, but here's the thing: I read this now. When this movie comes out, I'm going to completely have forgotten that I read this thing, so I might be surprised.
I'm gonna text you just to remind you right when it comes out.
All right, December 14th. Oi to the world. Brooke D'Orsi, Jake Epstein. Oh my God, look at this.
I can explain it.
Okay, I'll let Kacy explain.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, so he is a choir director at a temple, and they have a flood, so they go to an Episcopal church who lets them use their temple because Hanukkah, last day of Hanukkah, and Christmas Eve are the same night. But Brooke D'Orsay is his rival, like they're like enemy rival choir directors, and so it's an enemies to lovers, but also like Jewish and Christian. And it's their only Hanukkah movie this year, and it's not even a full Hanukkah movie. So I have thoughts and opinions.
Okay. I'm not a fan of Brooke D'Orsi. I've made that known. She's nice. I have nothing personally against her. It's just that every movie she's in is crap. Except for Miss Christmas, which is okay. I got a thumbs down on that. So
I didn't know there was such a thing as rival choir directors.
It's very like in merry measure, right? But
yeah, it's like why do they care?
Yeah. They're not even singing those same. If they sing pretty Jewish prayers, I'm back in. Like if they sing some Maod Tzur, great. If they don't and they just sing like Joy to the World, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Yeah, I'm. The Hanukkah movies are usually pretty good. This one doesn't sound that great.
That also doesn't sound like a Hanukkah movie.
Yeah. I think this is probably going to be a no for me. So, Kristin, what do you think? Yes or no?
I mean, typically their Hanukkah movies are good, but I don't have a lot of hope for this one.
Yeah, I'd rather just watch Hanukkah on Rye again. Yeah, and we lost Paula Shaw this week, so the grandma who's in every Jewish movie. So we're not going to get this. She won't be in anymore. So that's sad. The Hanukkah movie sounds like it's going to not be good. I usually have high hopes for the Hanukkah movies, but I don't know. Yeah, I think we all think, we're not sure. The rival choir director could be fun if they actually played into that a little bit more, but I think it'll be lame. And
I really like Jake Epstein, but
what's he been in?
He was in one of the other Hanukkah ones, like a few years ago. The one with the 8 gifts, I think. Okay.
I'm really bad with the actor guys' names most of the time. So, yeah. But, all right. Well, let's move on. 2 more. Oh, you're excited about this one.
I like Evan Roderick.
Okay. A make or break holiday. Do you want to read the description of this one?
No.
Okay, neither do I. Kristin, do you want to read it, or do we just want to? I'll read it. If you
I have my own little concise descriptions pulled up here from the Variety website.
Read that, please.
Okay. So, a make or break holiday. Despite recently going on a break, couple Liv and Daniel had planned to host their families together for Christmas. So they decided to keep their original plans and pretend to still be together for the holidays.
A fake dating movie. I'm all in. And I like Hanukkah,
I agree.
Fake dating, but also they were real dating. Love that. Yeah. Great trope. Evan Roderick. I will watch anything he's ever been in. He's amazing. I love him.
I don't know who that is either.
Yes, me either. You do. He's been in so many Hallmark movies. He was just in the Providence Falls movies, but he's done Christmas. He was in Sealed with a List with Katie Finlay, which was one of the dark horses a few years ago.
Yeah.
He's been in other stuff. Love him.
Okay.
I have hope.
So that brings up something. There is no Katie Finlay movie this year.
Sad.
I'm sad about that because her movies for the past 2 years have been standouts, and she's so good, and we're not getting one this year, and so I'm upset about that.
Same.
Yeah. So, all right, we have one left. Is it going to be any good? Probably not. The Christmas Baby. Oh no! Oh, actually, I'm wrong because I do remember reading through this one. So, starring Ali Liebert, Catherine Barrell, and Barbara Niven. When a baby boy shows up on the doorsteps days before Christmas with a note written specifically for them, Aaron and Kelly must learn how to navigate their new relationship and career dynamics while unexpectedly caring for a newborn. As the couple spends more time with the baby as a temporary solution until he gets placed permanently where they can find his mother, they begin to realize that they want to adopt him themselves and go about navigating the complicated world of fostering to adopt, all while their business is booming in the busiest time of the year, Christmas. So it is a lesbian couple who's taking care of a baby. I love Ali Liebert. Barbara Niven, of course, and Catherine Barrell, I remember seeing her in something, but I don't remember what that was.
The 90s Christmas.
Yes, thank you. This sounds fun.
I agree. I mean, obviously, I already, expressed my distaste for babies earlier in the broadcast, but I'll just keep being that person. But I'm very happy to see an LGBT storyline represented once again. Like, let's keep the diversity going, Hallmark. I love Ali Liebert, and I feel like if they're closing with this movie, like, we can't go out on, like, a bad note, right? Like, I hope in the Hallmark universe they at least had the brains to give us a high note to go out on. So I'm looking forward to it.
Last year we went out on Happy Holidays, so not sure about that. But
True.
This one should be better than that. Yeah, it seems sweet.
Female version of Three Wise Men and a Baby. So, kind of, yeah. I mean, one of them's the mother, but why not? It sounds great. I hope, I'm glad to see that we're actually getting, that inclusivity into this. And I'm hoping it's really good because we really need to continue that route. So,
this does bring up a question for me though.
Okay.
Which movie is the Finding Mr. Christmas winner going to be in? Because it's not going to be that one.
That's what I was wondering. I'm wondering if well, that one looks like it's already been filmed too. So it's either a movie that hasn't been filmed or they're going to put him in something that's not the Christmas movie.
No way. Finding Mr. Christmas. He's Mr. Christmas.
Well, they probably already filmed the series. They already know who won. They probably,
Yeah, they were filming Happy Holidays at this time last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, maybe he's not got a lead role. Maybe it's like a supporting actor role.
I mean, that's probably better if they choose another man like Ezra.
I agree. That's a much safer bet. Or maybe they'll have like some other surprise movie announcement.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of hoping for more of like a supporting role.
Yeah. Well, Kacy, you keep me up to date with that. You let me know how well that's going, and because otherwise I'm not watching it. So, all right. Out of all those movies, what's the movie that you're most looking forward to, Kacy?
I don't remember any of them. We just started talking about them. Oh, Ted Cooper, probably. Kimberly Sustad, Robert Buckley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kristin?
I think mine would either be Grand Ole Opry Christmas or the one with Lindsay Fonseca, whichever it was called, just because she's a home run for me every time. So I feel like she's kind of the safer bet movie for me. And then Grand Ole Opry, I just really hope that they do it justice.
I'm going to go... I have two. I'm going to pick the Lacey Chabert movie. The fun Christmas movie. The consulting firm. I just want I want a good magical Hallmark Christmas movie with Santa and elves and all that stuff. Those have been fun most of the time. I mean, lately they've been very good. And I think this one might be as well. So those are our picks. I mean, we all know the Three Wisest Men is going to be, everyone's going to watch it. I think it can't be bad. I just don't think it can be better than the first one. Although the second one did have a lot of fun things about it. It wasn't as good as the first one. So I just don't think it's going to be better. But who knows? Might be surprised. But we've never had it's very rare to even get a decent sequel. So, well, thank you both. We went through all 24. We would be here for another hour if it was 46.
Oh my God.
So we're all going to obviously be talking about movies. I am going to do this year reviews of Hallmark movies throughout the year. I usually don't. I try to wait till the end. But I have a fun idea that involves beer and Hallmark movies. So, Kristin, do you drink beer?
No, but I drink just about everything else.
Okay. Well, we'll figure something out. So we'll have to have you on. Kacy, you're going to be on with your boyfriend because you don't drink, but he does. So my plan, and I might as well tell it here, why not? We're going to watch one of the new Hallmark movies, and then maybe on Sunday or Monday, depending on when I feel like doing it, we'll have a beer and a movie where we talk about the movie and we find a beer that we think pairs well with the movie. So
okay,
might be fun. But we could also do alcoholic drinks. Why not?
Yeah, I love a cocktail. So
yes, find a cocktail. Yeah, so well, you watch a movie and then you find a cocktail that goes with it. That makes sense to me too. Why not?
Perfect.
But that's kind of what I'm going to try to do. I'm not going to. It may not be every weekend, but Kacy, you are invited. Kristin, we'll work out a weekend for you to be there, and we'll talk about Hallmark movies. And we've got at least 24 of them to review, so that's a lot of alcohol. I doubt we'll get all of them, but that's what we're going to do. So, Kristin, tell people about your channel. Where can they find you? What you got coming up this year?
Yeah, so I host Holidays After Dark podcast you can find on pretty much any major platform, Spotify, Apple, all that stuff. I actually just had an episode come out the other day. It was an interview with Alonso Duralde, the author, podcast, and film critic. He has a book coming out tomorrow, actually, all about Christmas movies. So perfect, but we're in the midst of Halloween. And then after Halloween, my episodes will transition to Christmas like normal. So exciting times.
Great. And Kacy?
You can find me at The Heart of Reviews on YouTube I do interviews sometimes, and sometimes for particularly bad or good movie, I'll do a video review, if I really need to yell. But then mostly you can find me on Instagram, also at The Heart of Reviews, where I think I can get through all 24 this year. It's way better than 46. And I talk about my opinions of the movies right after they come out, and I have a little bingo square that goes with each of them.
Nice.
Awesome. Great. Well, I have a few things coming up. Let me just kind of promote real quick. Oh, wrong one. There we go. And so my next video, which is in the works, and I'm really way behind on putting it out, but I am actually comparing the different versions of the best Christmas pageant ever. So that is coming out soon. And also on Sunday, I am talking to Alonso about his book. We're going to talk about what he made him decide to write a follow-up to it. Or actually it's volume 2, because it's just an additional adding on to it that of movies that he missed since 2010. And then he's going to tell us what his Christmas movies the bad Christmas movies that he loves. So, and I'm going to give him my list as well. We always hear Alonso tell us about which movies, all the good Christmas movies that he loves. We're going to hear about all the bad Christmas movies that he loves. I thought that would be a lot more interesting. So that's on Sunday. We're going to be talking. So, obviously join in and watch Alonso, and feel free to ask him questions. And we'll be talking about his book as well. So, he's making the rounds, because I've heard I already heard your interview, and I heard another interview this morning. So yeah, he's making his rounds. So
For
he'll
sure.
be on. Yeah. So great. Well, thank you both for joining. It's Christmas Day essentially. We get to open. We get to open up a list of movies that we're going to have to watch, and some of them sounded good, and some of them sounded awful. So we'll see what happens. You know what? We'll have both of you on again at the after the movies have aired, and we'll go back. I'll make a notes on which ones we thought we'd like and which ones we thought would suck, and then let's see how well we were right or wrong on that. So great. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Have a good weekend coming up. Make sure you come by on Sunday night and watch with Alonzo and myself. And remember, stay off the naughty list.